I'm so glad you're here. This is Project Create Peace, and I'm Exeni Abraham. This is the new symbol for peace that I believe is going to change the world. I'm going to show you exactly what this initiative is all about and why I believe so deep in my heart that this is exactly what we need for the earth right now. Now, I absolutely understand if you don't believe that art is what's going to change the world. It's not really the art that's necessarily going to change it. It's the you that creates the art. Together, when we think clearly, which is a huge benefit to what happens to your brain when you create, that's when you're the best version of yourself that you can be, and that's what art does for you. It makes you a better version of yourself. This project isn't just for artists, although I do believe that artists are going to be the ones that lead the way through this next revolution. We need to break free. We need to break free of the addictive nature of these things and the predatory nature of our capitalist society in order to form a society that values peace. That's what this project stands for. It stands for a new version of humanity. This symbol represents life itself. It represents creation. Now, maybe you believe that we are born in the image of God. I happen to believe that I have a speck of God within me, and that speck of God is intuition. We need to tap into our intuition. We need to allow the creator that's inside all of us to come out. We need to understand that whisper of intuition is not one that we can talk over. Living in the present moment is very important. We are not taught this in our society. It's very rarely even spoke of. People don't understand what that even means. All right, so you've never heard about living in the now? Let me tell you. The only thing that's real is this present moment. Right now, this is the only thing that's actually real. If you have memories of the past, you might, number one, not be remembering them like they actually happened. And number two, you might send those memories on an endless cycle of regret in your mind. That's an energy that your mind is creating. That energy fuels our future. This is why concepts like prayer are so important. That prayer is what pulls us into an energy creation for a future that fuels it in a positive manner. This is also called intention setting. Intention setting or prayer, manifestation. All of these words can be triggering for some people. Just the word God can send people off the edge. God, the energy of life itself, is living with you in this moment, and that's where they whisper. It whispers the suggestion of how the best possible way forward is. This is intuition. If you are imagining a future that is filled with woe and worry and angst and stress and anxiety, that's the kind of future that you're going to get because you are creating that within. If, however, you center your mind and you quiet it, you can hear the voice of God within, that voice of intuition, whatever you want to call it, source, light, or love. This voice lives within each of us. It's your higher self. It's your intuition. It can guide your life towards nirvana, towards heaven on earth. This is a way that we focus ourselves through art. Art, because if you believe, like many Christians do, that we're born in the image of God, God is within you. God is within you, and the image of God, the great creator, wants to create new things, doesn't want to endlessly consume, and be told what it's supposed to be thinking. These things manipulate us. We need to break free. This project is about breaking our minds free from the endless cycle of doom scrolling, from the blue screens that suck out our eyeballs and our brains. When I create, I can feel the intuition. I can watch my hand paint. It's not me painting. When I can get out of my own way, I watch a master create. We need to tap into our intuition. We need to allow the creator that's inside all of us to come out. We need to understand that whisper of intuition is not one that we can talk over. We cannot underestimate the power of what would happen if we come together behind a belief system that values life itself and the concepts of peace. Living with a peaceful heart. Imagine that as you create. Imagine all mankind with joy and peace in their heart. This is the energy that we infuse into a symbol. The symbol isn't just a simple design. It has a story behind it. And I want you to think about what each of the elements mean as you create it. In this particular image, we have the ground. The ground, earth, or mass. It represents more than just a box, though. It's the concept. It's the concept that we have to think ourselves beyond what we are. Before God was mass, before God was the trees or the earth, God, spirit, source, light, love, creator itself, creation, had to think itself to become something more. This is where humanity is. We have to believe that we can become something more. We are being told and manipulated to believe that we need to stay small. This isn't true. The possibilities for humanity when we come together are endless. Put that kind of energy into the base. Flowing from the base is the fountain of life. It represents the energy of life itself, flowing over the base, bringing it to life. Above the fountain of life is the tree of life. The tree of life represents our interconnectedness, the cycles, the tree branches reaching and expanding in growth. Each side of the tree of life are the Fibonacci spirals. This is a beautiful sacred geometrical golden ratio that everything from galaxies to seashells grow by. It represents creation. And above that is the life-giving lotus. The lotus represents rebirth, growing from the muck and the mud and blooming into beauty. These images together have endless creative possibilities, and they allow you to infuse it with your specific energy. This is not a symbol made to be purchased in bulk from Chinese factories. I am very resistant to make any prints of this at all, beyond, the one that I'm putting on my shirt, which is one that I have painstakingly carved myself and I create. This way I can give it to my friends and get conversations started, and I have heard from them that they put it on their clothing and they feel empowered too. It's not just me who believes it's my superpower. We put belief into symbols. We create the meaning in our heads. We come together through a belief system that we can conquer the world. We need to not be manipulated in our thought process. We need to not be toxified in our food system. We need to watch over and guard that which feeds both our minds and nourishes our body. Now, you can order this book. We will send it to you as a thank you if you donate $25 or more to Project Create Peace. We are a nonprofit, and this is something that we're very passionate about. You get the book and you get a stencil, but you don't need these things to create peace. You can create peace however you like. The concept here is that we all see it and we infuse it with peaceful thoughts. It's an energy that we collectively create that will indeed affect our future. If we are all focused on worry, stress, and anxiety, that's the future we're going to get. The only way forward to change that is to believe that we can. When you are in a state of belief that the future is going to be good, you have gratitude in your heart for the present moment. You're not blaming and complaining and bitching about what's going on. Instead, you're creating a grateful energy source that feeds our future as a whole. This is real. Science is proving it more every day. I will link some of those studies in the description below because I'm not making this up. This is how I live. I have found peace in my heart. It means that I have to accept a great many things that seem to be going wrong, but it doesn't mean that I'm blind to what it is that's making it happen. I understand these concepts, but I do not focus on them and ruminate about all the things that could go wrong. Instead, I'm standing up in front of you right now, completely out of my comfort zone, to beg you to consider creating art to change the world. This doesn't come from a chaotic mind. This comes from a mind that is at peace. I see the reality as it is, and I choose to focus on a solution. Please join me. Please consider getting off of your device. Kind of silly since this is probably how you found me, is through your device. Get off your device and create instead of consume. It's so important right now. It's going to make you the best version of yourself that you can be. Now, if you're consuming on your device, your devices, your laptops, whatever it is, and it's information that makes you a better version of yourself, that's great. Learn the skills that you need. That's going to help a lot in the future too. But if you're consumed by endless doom scrolling of nonsense that's probably created by AI and doesn't even have any human interaction in it at all, consider what that's doing to your brain. Consider what these blue screens are doing to your eyeballs. The tech giants know this, but they don't care. There is a systematic approach to keep us dumbed down so that we are easy to control. Art is defiance against this very concept. We create art, we turn our brains on, we have clarity of thought, and we see a way to the future that is truthful and one that respects life. This project, Project Create Peace, is in direct opposition to the capitalist agenda that hopes to keep you controlled and not able to think for yourselves. If you want to fight against this concept for the future, art is your way out. Whether you create peace as the symbol or not, that's up to you. But it would be great if we could show the world that we're coming together. We're making an effort. We are indeed embracing a new symbol which represents change. This is a ground-up effort. Join us. We need you. Thank you.